So it's March 2020, and I was going to do a mid-month TBR update and to kind of get you back into the picture of the things that I've been reading, because I did set a goal of reading 6 books for the month of March 2020. And as of right now, I'm at 5 books and still with pretty good, I think about 10 days to go here at the time of filming this video. So I'm feeling pretty good about being able to reach my goal of 6 books for the month of March. But I did make some changes along the way. And so one of the changes that I did make was I did read the book 1984 by George Orwell. It was a book that I've seen many times and I always wanted to check it out. I should mention that I did listen to it, I should say better said, by audiobook. So I did find that on YouTube and I did take an opportunity to listen to it. And it was very interesting to listen to it, and it's one of those books that at some point I might want to read the physical copy at some point. It just, retention is just a little bit better for me when I read the physical book. But in the case of 1984, it was from a retention standpoint, it was actually very good for me. I did actually retain a lot of it, even though I was in some cases multitasking, or I was just going to bed as I was listening to sections of the book. So it was a good read, and I was actually really excited that I had a chance to read that book that I've heard talked about so often and finally had a chance to read. One of the other changes that I made to my TBR is this book, My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. I've been waiting on this book for a long time because a lot of people have been talking about it, and I actually pre-ordered it and I was excited to finally get it. And it's really a book that's not a super long book, but it's but it is kind of long. But it's a really very interesting read, and I'm just gonna read you a little bit about My Dark Vanessa. First, just an endorsement of sorts by Stephen King. My Dark Vanessa is a hard story to read and a harder one to put down. A well-constructed package of dynamite. Again, that's from Stephen King. And then I'll just read this first little section right here. Exploring the psychological dynamics of the relationship between a precocious yet naive teenage girl and her magnetic and manipulative teacher, a brilliant, all-consuming read that marks the explosive debut of an extraordinary new writer. So it's really, really good. I'm about 70 pages in there. You can probably see the bookmark there a little bit. So I'm about 70 pages in, and I'm really enjoying it. It kind of grabs you right off the bat, and so really excited about it. But this is a book that wasn't initially on my TBR, but I did add it because I just really was excited to get to it, and I've seen some people that have reviewed it, some people that had ARCs, and they wanted to really get the word out about it before it actually came out. And so by the time it did come out, and again I had it pre-ordered, I was excited to just jump right into it. So this is one of the changes that I made to my TBR, and I think it was a good change as well. In addition to that, I've got some other books that I'm looking forward to finishing here in the month of March. So I'm hoping to squeeze in 2 more books here and hopefully eclipse that 6-book goal by a couple of books. And so I think My Dark Vanessa is one of the books that's going to help me to meet and exceed that goal for the month of March. And be on the lookout for the wrap-up video that's going to come here either at the very end of March or possibly very early in April. And then I'll tease you my TBR for the month of April in 2020, and we'll keep this train rolling. So if you like the content here, please consider hitting the like button for this video. And if you're interested in BookTube content, I would encourage you to hit the subscribe button and then the bell button for notifications to look forward to future content, future good BookTube content, as well as AuthorTube content here on this channel.